It's time for the Depeche Mode Jeopardy Championship game for the Depeche Mode Global Fan Group with our host, Jenna Rose Robbins. And I'm your co-host, Rohm. Our contestants today include Joeri D'Haens from Antwerp, Belgium, Mads Kruse from Rockland, California, and David McElroy from Glasgow, Scotland. And now, here's our host, Jenna Rose Robbins.
Welcome to Depeche Mode Jeopardy! Greetings from the Meistersaal of Hansa Studios, where Martin Gore recorded Somebody in his birthday suit. I'm sure all of you have been on the edge of your seats, waiting to see who will be crowned the champ. So without further ado, let's get started. Going toe-to-toe in the championship are the winner of Game 1, Joeri D'Haens, Game 2 winner, Mads Kruse, and Game 3 winner, David McElroy.
Hi.
We'll talk to each of our contestants some more after round 1. So Rob, please bring up the board. Okay, so we have here in our categories, we have same song. You'll see a song title identical to one of Depeche Mode's along with the year the song was released. You have to name the band that recorded the song that has the same name. First tracks, you'll see the name of a release and you have to name the first track from it. Cover me, as in previous games, this is going to be cover songs. Video stills, you must name the video the still is from. However, remember you can buzz in as soon as you see the image. And then tie-ins, that is where they kind of sold out commercially or they've been used in other sort of commercial sort of ways, their songs. So that's what you have to answer there. So before the show, we played Jenga to see who chooses first and Joeri won. So you can start us off.
Okay, let's do this. Same song, 200. Please.
Shout, 1985. David.
What is Tears for Fears?
That is correct.
First tracks for 1,000, please.
The singles box 6. Ooh, may have had stumped someone on this. David.
What is Barrel of a Gun?
Ooh, just under the wire, you pulled that off. Very nicely done. Remember, you have 5 seconds to answer. David, you may choose again.
Video stills for 800, please.
Joeri.
What's It's No Good?
No, that's incorrect. No other takers? No? Okay, Rob?
Just get the balance right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rob chose these ones, the video stills, so he went as hard as possible, guys. You have to choose again, David.
Okay, let's have Cover Me for 600, please.
These British alt-rockers recorded a pared-down version of Enjoy the Silence, which they included as a promotional track on some versions of their A Bad Dream single. No takers on this one either. Okay, well, the answer is Keane. David, you choose again.
Yeah, okay. First tracks for 600, please.
Exciter. David.
What is Dream On?
That is correct.
Let's have Same Song for 800, please.
Dream On, 1973. Joeri.
Who are Aerosmith?
That is correct.
Same song, 600.
In Your Room, 1988. Joeri.
Who are the Bangles?
Correct.
Same song, 400.
Sometimes, 1986. Joeri.
Who are Erasure?
Correct. You're running this category.
Yeah, I'm going for the 1,000 then.
Higher Love, 1986. Joeri.
Who is Steve Winwood?
Excellent. Very nice job on that
Wow.
category.
All right.
That's a real Depeche Mode fan.
No, it's just okay. My wife's part, you know. So. Okay. Cover Me, 400.
This barely breathing singer-songwriter and Tony winner included his rendition of Stripped on a 2011 album of 80s covers. No takers on this one.
No.
Well, the answer is Duncan Sheik. Or the question.
Nobody's right.
You get to choose again, Joeri.
Cover Me, 200.
The Cure covered this song for the For the Masses tribute album. Joeri.
What is World in My Eyes?
Correct.
Okay. Let's see what tie-ins is. 200, please.
This song was used as the theme to West German TV's coverage of the 1984 Olympics. David.
What is People Are People?
Correct.
First tracks for 800, please.
Spirit. Joeri.
What is Going Backwards?
Correct.
Tie-ins, 400.
I Feel You was used to promote virtual reality games for this platform.
No.
Oh, no gamers here. Oh, Mads?
What is PlayStation?
Correct, Sony PlayStation.
Let's try the tie-ins for 600, please.
A play on the title of this song is often used in promotions by London Mayor Sadiq Khan's political party. Mads?
What is More Than a Party?
Unfortunately, no. We have no other takers. It's what is Just Can't Get Enough. They have Khan, Sadiq Khan. It does Just Can't Get Enough.
All right, okay.
Okay.
You get to choose again, Mads.
Tie-ins for 800, please.
In 2009, this song was adapted as a football chant by fans of the Celtic Football Club. Joeri.
What is Just Can't Get Enough?
Correct. We have a twice in one category. We try to fool you there.
Okay. Last one, 1,000, same category.
This car model used People Are People in an ad campaign, with Dave making an appearance at the end of the commercial in some markets. David.
What is Volkswagen?
We need the car model.
Oh, sorry. What is Volkswagen Golf?
Correct.
Sorry, misread that. Video stills for 1,000, please.
David.
What is...
Sorry, time's up.
Forgotten, yeah.
No other takers. Okay, the answer was Fragile Tension. Let's choose again.
Oh, do it, sorry. We'll have Cover Me for 1,000, please.
When this group covered Just Can't Get Enough, it entered the UK charts at #2, higher than the original ever reached. David.
What is The Sundays?
Sorry, that is incorrect. Mads.
Yeah, I shouldn't have bust on that. Sorry.
Joeri? No?
No, I don't know. No, don't know.
David, you were close. It's the Saturdays.
Very close, yeah, it was a Saturday.
Oh, no. I could have said the Fridays, but they don't exist.
Yeah. What a fool. Okay, Cover Me for 800, please.
This German singer-songwriter released a 2010 album titled Personal Jesus, which also featured a cover of the song. No one. Well, she lives in LA now. The answer was Nina Hagen.
Okay, video stills 600. Thanks, Jenna.
Joeri,
What is see you?
very nicely done.
Good.
Video stills 400.
Joeri?
What is personal Jesus?
Yes.
Let's clear the category. 200.
Joeri,
What is I feel you?
nicely done.
Everything counts. Okay. First tracks 400.
Music for the masses. Joeri,
What is never let me down again?
correct.
And the last one.
Hang on one sec here.
Songs of faith and devotion. David,
What is
Okay.
I Feel You?
that is correct.
I got kicked out of the bus, or Jenna.
You did.
Do you have the code again?
Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get you back in here. The code is 891610. It's also in the chat.
All right.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So that's the end of round one. That was pretty intense, guys. You guys all did really well. Let's take this time to get to know our contestants a little better. We're going to start with Joeri. You're the only contestant today who isn't a takeover-ree. Do you think that gives them an edge over you?
No.
Apparently not.
No. But it came up to me when you asked for something special, and I thought, well, I'm not a takeover. I would have liked to do that, but yeah, there were probably a lot of people who wanted to do that. So,
I'm sure.
but I don't think that's a disadvantage. So,
Well, you
That's
also
not-
said you can play a certain Serge Gainsbourg song on the keyboard. Can you
Yeah.
tell us about that?
it's the most dirty French song that ever existed. Je t'aime moi non plus, of Serge Gainsbourg and Jane Birkin. And it's, I think David he's nodding, so he knows what it's like to do that on weddings. Yeah.
Well, I know the song. I don't have your same abilities.
Now,
when
When they play it at a wedding, you probably go for the bride.
Why did you choose that song to learn?
It came up. I was like, oh, look, this sounds like, let's try this. I tried so many different Depeche songs, but no, apart from a few. But no, but that one seems very easy, and it's very easy to play. You can play it with one hand. So
And you can do something that I'm not going to go
yeah,
there.
whenever they want to replace Flitch, I'm there.
There you go. So Mads, how was the Super Bowl this year?
It was good. It was good. Beautiful stadium. Los Angeles is my old hood, so it was nice getting back there and go to the old stomping grounds.
And you've also run some Ironmans.
Yeah, that was back when I was young and in shape. You know what about Ironman? It's actually something that anybody can do. I mean, if you can swim, that is. If you can't swim, forget it. But you know, you have 17 hours to do it. So you swim 2.4 miles and you can almost backstroke that in, let's say, 2.5 hours. Then you have to bike 112 miles and you just bike a leisurely 10, 12 miles an hour. And you do that in like 8 hours. Now you still have over 6 hours to walk a marathon. So anybody can do it. It's just, you know, if you want to do it fast, you have to train a little.
That's a good way to cheat. Thank you. I'm sure you figured out some ways to get ahead of everybody here on the game show too.
Yeah.
David, well, that gives me some hope. I'm never going to be doing an Ironman, but that's okay. David, you have some super exciting news to announce today.
Yes, I have a book coming out, not about British pop band The Saturdays, who badly let me down in the last round, but about Depeche Mode and Violator. Halo, the book that I've written with Kevin May, is finally coming out on the 5th of August this year, which is the 32nd anniversary of the band's second Dodger Stadium gig on World Violation. So we thought we'd use today to announce it being the 32nd anniversary of Violator, and then the 32nd anniversary of that incredible concert to release the book on. So it's coming out on in paperback, ebook, and all other types of book format that one can get books on these days. And it'll be pre-sale links, and links to purchase will be available soon on the various blogs, and they'll be shared in the global fan group as well.
That's super exciting. I can't wait to read it. That's amazing. I know how much work you guys have put into it.
Yeah, there's been a lot of work, and there's a lot of really interesting stuff there. We've dug very deep into Violator and interviewed almost everybody who was involved, apart from the band themselves, sadly. But they never take part in these things, as we've found out. No matter how many times you ask, they never take part. But never mind. We're looking forward to sharing it with everybody. We think we'll tell the story of the album in a very interesting way.
Great, thank you so much. We'll discuss these topics and some more in our drink and chat after the show. But for now, let's go to round 2. So Rob, can you please bring up the board? So this time around, we have early songs. And as I warned you guys, every contestant's favorite category, next line, remember that you have to sing the answer. But since you're going to be singing, you don't have to phrase it in the form of a question. Even though we're in round 2, where every other answer you give has to be in the form of a question. Then we have under the album covers, going backwards, and remember to wait for the splash screen to buzz in. And then we have who studied. These are questions from previous games that no one answered correctly. So it looks like, Mads, you are in 3rd place right now, so you are going to start us off with choosing.
Well, let's start out with who studied for 400.
Just a reminder, going backwards is reverse audio. So
the lead singer of this band, which opened for the final 2 concerts of the Global Spirit Tour, passed away in March 2020. David.
What is DAF?
Correct. And I won't make you say it in German.
Deutsch-Amerikanische Freundschaft.
Yeah.
Sehr gut. Wunderbar.
5,000 points. Okay. We'll have, all right, next line, 2,000.
Come on.
And fools don't run away. You'll be followed another day. David.
And all the chances that fall your way, burning the fire on your dying day.
Rob, I'm going to leave it to you.
no.
No. No other takers. Okay, the answer, you were off by 1 are in the fire on your dying day.
Oh, I'm sure I said that. No.
Although I think you should change it to your lyrics. They make yours sounded better, but you
I
get to
did get
choose.
the next line, but that's okay, fair enough.
You choose.
Okay. Under the album covers, 2,000.
This mountain is featured on the cover of Construction Time Again. David.
What is the Matterhorn?
Very good.
Let's have early songs, 2000.
This song, often mistakenly called Ghost of Modern Times, Closer or Closer All the Time on some bootlegs, was actually titled this. No one, no takers. Well, the answer is, what is addiction?
Sure. Okay, let's have early songs for 1600.
This non-released song, of which only 1 recording exists, opens with the lyrics, "Saturday night, you look so chic, been waiting for this moment, been waiting all week." Guess you guys don't like listening to the back catalog of bootlegs. Answer is, what is Tomorrow's Dance? Remember, this is round 2. They're going to get harder.
Yeah, I know. I should have known that one.
Really
Okay.
hard.
Right, I'm going to throw myself back into karaoke hell with next line for 1600.
Break away tonight. I want to hold your hand. David.
You've got to get it right. You've got to understand. Out of tune.
Rob?
Well, let me hear that one more time. I want to.
Breakaway tonight. We've got to get it right. We've got to understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was good.
Okay, you're good.
Cool. Sorry, nerves got me and I was out of tune. I apologize.
That's part of the fun. Please be as out of tune as possible. Go ahead.
No problem. No problem there. All right. Okay. Under the album covers 1600.
This album cover features a photo of a location that photographer Brian Griffin grew up viewing from his bedroom window. David?
What is Some Great Reward?
That is correct.
Who studied 2000?
This was the first year Depeche Mode was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They didn't get in then. Mads?
What is 2017?
Excellent. Very nice. You're back on the positive.
Who studied for 1600, please?
In the intro to Sometimes, a choir vocal singing the word sometimes is sampled from the 1 minute, 19-second mark of this musician's Sometimes I Feel Like a Motherless Child. David?
What is Louis Armstrong?
Yes, what is he? That is correct.
Exactly. It's a wide-ranging question. Okay, let's go for early songs 400.
Live B-sides for a limited edition 12-inch of Get the Balance Right were recorded at this venerable British institution. David?
What is Hammersmith Odeon, London?
That's correct.
Oh, no. Yes. Okay. Next line, 1200.
So lie to me like they do it in the factory. David?
Make me think that at the end of the day, some great reward will be coming my way.
That's correct.
This is so embarrassing. I'm sorry. Let's
That was
go.
part of my devious plan. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for that. Let's go for early songs 1200.
Depeche Mode played this song, written by fellow Basildon musician Jason Knott, usually as an opener, up through the CU tour. And no one wanted to answer this one either. So the answer is...
Yeah.
Just shocking performance.
We all know the song, but
Didn't want to guess.
Turns out you get 3 Erasure fans in tonight for a Depeche Mode quiz. Let's have okay, early songs 800. Let's bring this back.
This Everly Brothers song was a playlist staple during the 1981 tour. David?
What is I Like It?
What is No? No, no one else is, what is The Price of Love?
Oh,
Right.
David?
crikey. Okay. Not doing that. Let's go for Who Studied for 1200.
Oberkorn, It's a Small Town, is named after a real-life location in this country where the band played a show in 1982, Ujade. Joeri?
what is Luxembourg?
Wonder
Thank
how
you,
you knew
David.
that one.
Good
Thank you,
answer.
David.
We did
Who
a
studied?
practice one beforehand, and that's a question was actually in there. So who studied? You studied just a few minutes ago. Go ahead, Joeri.
Let's clear that studied section. 800, yeah.
The Marigny Opera House in this city was the filming location for parts of the Heaven video. Mads?
What is New Orleans?
That's correct.
Let's go going backwards for 1200, please.
No one's guessing at this one. Nope.
Oh shit.
Nope.
Dead of
The answer
Night.
was
Yeah.
The Dead of Night.
yes.
Going backwards for 1600.
No, no one's buzzing in.
What did everyone fail to do? It is fail.
Fail.
Failed. All right. I'm not deterred. I'm going to get the 2,000, please.
Good for you. We have no takers.
I would if I had the points to guess, but
Okay, well, I'll let you guess now and I won't count towards points.
is it Ghost?
Oh, yeah, better days. Okay, there we go.
Oh, Better Days. Cool.
Sorry.
All right. It got to be easier with 800. Going backwards.
Mads.
What is Lie to Me?
Yes.
Yay.
Nicely done.
Excellent.
Let's do Going Backwards for 400, please.
Oh, come on,
That's
guys.
the most difficult one.
Yeah, that was the most difficult one.
Really? Oh, that one
Yeah.
was Sun in the Rainfall.
Oh. All righty.
Wow.
Guess I made them too hard.
A little
Just
bit,
a little
huh?
bit, just a little bit, yeah.
Okay, we have 45 seconds left.
All right. Under the album covers, 1,200, please.
There are this many red bombs on the cover of Music for the Masses. David.
What is 3?
Correct.
Next line, 800.
I surrender all control to the desire that consumes me whole. Joeri.
Leads me by the hand to infinity. And so on. Sorry. Lies in order. My English is letting me down now.
Sorry, that's incorrect, David.
Leads me by the hand to infinity that lies in wait at the heart of me.
That is correct.
A bit too high, sorry.
That's okay.
Choir boy vocals. All right, under the album covers 800.
And actually, but time is up. Sorry, but someone can answer this just for shits and giggles, but it won't be for points. The red tulips feature prominently on this album cover.
Black Celebration.
That's correct. Okay, we are done with this round. So everybody shake it out. I know it was a lot of stress there and you guys did very, very well. That brings us to the end of round 2. All that remains is Final Jeopardy. That's where we're going to do. I'm going to remind some people just in case you don't know how it's played. You have a certain number of points right now. You can bet up to that number of points. You cannot bet more than that number of points. So we're going to show you a category and then you have to decide how much, well, you know that category and that will tell you how much you should bet. So just as a reminder, because someone was a little confused at one point. So I just want to remind you that's how that works. And a reminder also that the contestants need to send your bet to me and only to me in the chat. Okay? We're going to see the category and then we're going to go to commercial while you think about it and send me your bets. Okay? Rob, can you bring up the Final Jeopardy category?
Yes, we'll do. Okay, on the screen?
Yes. Yep. Cover me. Okay, contestants, send me your bets. We're going to see who knows this category best.
The winner of this episode will receive exclusive Depeche Mode inspired art from group member Stacy Lynch. If you'd like your own personal artwork, you can reach out to Stacy via her Instagram at @anassortedcollection or via email at anassortedcollection@gmail.com. Day 1 takeoveree and Jeopardy host, Jenna Rose Robbins. Her book, Faithful and Devoted, Confessions of a Music Addict, now available in hardcover at Amazon.com.
Hello, Global Family. What an honor it is to get to be one of the sponsors for the Depeche Mode Global Jeopardy! I'm Dale Chumbley in Vancouver, Washington, and just like we have a global family here in the Depeche Mode space, I also have that same kind of a global family in the real estate space. So if there's ever anything that you need, no matter where you are in this world, please feel free to pick up the receiver and give me a call. Take care.
The Depeche Mode Live Setlist Fantasy Draft Tournament of Champions. 7 players, 21 rounds, 147 selections, 7 amazing Depeche Mode Fantasy Live set lists. Watch the draft unfold live next Saturday, March 26, 12 p.m. Pacific at the Depeche Mode Global YouTube channel.
I can feel the time run out. It can't be real. There's no way out. The clock ticks away. The certainty's clear. There's no way out. Once you are here, we just fade to nothing. We just fade to nothing. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. The end is certain for all of us.
The winner of today's episode will receive an original Songs of Faith and Devotion live poster donated by Mike LaJoy, an original painting from Stacy Lynch, an original watercolor painting from Gareth Jones, an autographed copy of Gareth Jones' Electrogenetic album, and a signed poster print from Brian Griffin. 32 years ago today, Depeche Mode released their classic album, Violator. Coming August 5th, 2022, Halo, the story behind this classic album. Written and published by Kevin May and David McElroy in association with Grosvenor House Publishing, Halo features interviews with those who had key roles during the making of Violator and the subsequent tour.
Okay, so I have everybody's bets here. Rob, the final Jeopardy question, please. Depeche Mode recorded a cover of this song backstage during the final performance of the Global Spirit Tour. Good luck, contestants. Okay, pens down, everybody. Time's up. Throw them over your shoulders. I don't want to see anybody like writing on the side if someone else gives the right answer here. Okay, thank you very much. We're going to start with Mads. You were in 3rd place. What was your answer? Can you hold it up for us? We can't see it. It is nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have an answer there. You risked everything, so that brings you down to 0. Next, we're going to go over to Joeri with 5,800 points. Joeri, what was your answer? What is Heroes? Yes. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. You bet 3,500. That brings you down to 2,300. And now we're going to go to David. David, can you show us what your answer was? Let's see. I can't. He's not on my screen.
He has the right answer.
He has the right answer. Very nicely done. He bet 1,000. So that's 10,200 points. You are today's Jeopardy champion and the overall championship winner. Congratulations.
Great job, David.
Thank you.
Great
Thank you
job.
very much. Thank
Would you like a
everyone.
few words on the podium?
Yeah, well, lovely. I'll just put my background back up for promotional effects. Thank you very much indeed. Obviously, knowing this much stuff about a band doesn't show me in a good light in any way, but thank you for bearing with me, especially while I sang half of the answers, which it's only now dawning on me I did that live on the internet, so that's incredibly bad. But thank you, Joeri and Mads, for a hell of a game. And thank you, Jenna, for your hosting, and Rob for all your technical wizardry in the background. The Global Fan Group are amazing, and putting on these events is fantastic. So I'm delighted to have been a part of it. And thank you as well, Rob, for putting together that promo for the book, which is very much appreciated. So thank
Absolutely,
you.
you're welcome.
I've
you all for participating, and well done, David. Well done, all of you, Mads and Joeri. And thanks again to Jenna for hosting. This has been amazing. She does put so much time and effort into this. So really appreciate it. Yes, thank you very much.
So everybody who's watching us can now join us in Zoom for the drink and chat, and Rob will post a link to the event. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. Thanks for joining us, and maybe tune in for another game show in the near future.
So check out the credits, and at the end of the credits, we have the Zoom information, and I'll also start posting it in the chat as well. But take a look at the credits, and we want to thank all of the people that donated. We have Dale Chumbley to thank. We have Von George to thank. We have Stacy Lynch to thank. We have Mike LaJoy to thank. So all these are in the credits, but I just want to give a shout out to everyone. So thank you all for all the hard work and for the prizes. That's a great prize package that's going to be coming your way there.
Very
It really
excited.
is.
Oh, yes. And thanks to Brian Griffin and Gareth Jones for their contributions. So here are the credits. Let them roll. So for those of you out here, this is the Zoom information. Come join us now for the post-game drink and chat. Celebrate and ask some questions of these guys, as if they haven't had to answer enough questions already. But
No, they gave us the questions.
As long as there's no singing involved, that's the main thing. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know. I remember, I'm still here, David.
That's true.
Okay, I'm going to admit everyone who's on their way. We take off the block so it's open for anybody. And
It's hot as balls in here. And that's not just because it's hot in Florida. It's because I'm just like, holy shit. I was so afraid I was going to mess up one of the things and then this and that, like I always am. So that's nothing.
you did well. You did very, very well.
As
It
did
is
you,
stressful,
Han
though.
Solo.
Hello, my fellow devotees. I'm back.
He's here.
I'm gonna get me a drink now. Hi, Larry.
Joeri. I don't think I can drink it. I haven't eaten anything all day. And if I just start drinking on an empty stomach, I will puke on my keyboard.
I'm going to grab a drink right now, too. Hold on one second.
Well, David, it was worth it. Just hearing you sing made it all worthwhile.
I'm usually a better singer than that. That was terrible. Apologies. I put it down to nerves.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn off the live stream on YouTube. So go ahead and join us here if you want. Actually, I guess I'll leave it on for a few more minutes. But
Hey, Dave, congratulations from Japan.
Hey, thanks.
You're now big in Japan.
There we
Congratulations.
go. Yeah.
So we now have two.
Congrats, David.
So now
Thank
we
you.
have two champions who are both named David.
That's right. So that is the only key to winning this whole thing.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, Shiza, what if we ever do a runoff of all you champions? If you guys are in the same game together, I'll be like, David, no, you
David.
David, no.
Also, my middle name is David. So
Well, you could call one DM and the other David.
yeah, DE. But that means David McElroy has an advantage. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, I'm gonna admit this. Most of the songs actually sound pretty good in reverse.
Yeah.
I
Well,
made
sounded
them a
like
bit
my
challenging, I think.
My singing would sound better in reverse as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
rather than.
Yeah, the only one that I got was "Lie to Me," because I recognized the sound.
I had the dead of night. I just needed like one more minute to kind of pinpoint it.
Mm.
And that was the 2000, I think.
Yeah.
That would have helped.
That was a good one.
Also, that fragile tension still. It looks like Dave Gaughan's having some severe constipation.
That's a digitized Dave Gaughan. So
Yeah.
Digital Dave.
that was
Yeah,
actually David's suggestion on that video.
Yeah.
So
Let's go
It
digital.
I almost laughed at that still. I almost did.
So David McElroy, the new champion, you get to pick a drinking word today. So
Oh wow. Okay.
Pick
Well,
and.
Yeah. I suppose it should be. It probably should be Halo. I suppose, given that that's the book name. But
I was thinking it should be, yeah.
Okay, Halo is the word. So I have a new book coming out called Halo. Cheers.
Cheers. Congratulations on that.
Cheers.
Thank you. Well, on the book Halo. Well, thank you.
Yes, on the book Halo. And congratulations on your victory today.
Thank you very much. Thank
What
you.
was the name of the book?
I believe that was called Halo. Cheers.
I think it's Halo.
Now, see,
Yeah,
Halo
all
is my
drinking chat.
all-time like crossover because I'm a huge Angels baseball fan and then Depeche Mode. So Halo is like the thing that connects them both. So
Halo is my
Dave
favorite.
Sorry.
Halo is definitely my favorite Violator song, and I always wondered why it was never bigger. I was so happy it got a video, so I just never understood why it was never like as big as all the other ones. I love that song.
It's the greatest music video ever made.
I don't know about that, but the song itself, very good. The music video, I just find so silly. Like Dave, the strongest man on earth. I'm like, yeah,
in,
he's like-
in the universe.
it's almost like, like it's yeah. That was just kind of laughable.
Dude, I thought it was awesome when I first saw it.
It's a cute video, but it's there's cute parts of it, but there was just some of it. Like the acting is just so bad too. Like those guys can't act. That's. But it's a fun video. Did you know? I heard this, and I was looking for. I think I was looking for a question for the Jeopardy, but I couldn't find any place that was verifiable for it. But I remembered when the movie The Kruse came out, and it was the guys from Spandau Ballet who played the Kruse brothers. I had heard that Martin and David were originally up for that role, and I could see why they would not have gotten it.
Not the most convincing set of twins you've ever seen. Dave and Martin. No.
That could be a reason too.
Stacy's on. And I want to say thank you again to Stacy for donating her artwork. You got a lovely piece coming your way. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you, Stacey. That's brilliant.
Nice.
Hey, David. Thinking about it, it was almost predictable that you were going to win. So
I like
Almost.
almost. But don't worry, I've got a better beer.
it.
Now back to you.
That early category could have swayed everything completely, but nobody was too up on that. I'm not either myself, but Jenna researched all that.
Can I just say that was a lot easier round than the one I was in, Joeri, I think.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and so I want to announce. I mean, we announced it in the commercials, but for those of you, actually, I'll let David announce it about next week.
Cheers, David.
Right. So 6 of the people here actually are taking place in the Tournament of Champions, the Depeche Mode Live Set Fantasy Draft. The only one who's not here is Dale. But yep. So next week, same time, 12 o'clock noon Pacific time, YouTube. Let's do it. Me, Jenna, who else? Mads, Jeff, Mark's coming in. Rob,
as a very big loser, by the way,
as a last man standing of Group 5.
Well, after today, I actually suggest that we make our set lists after the draft, and then David sings the songs.
David McElroy, yes, that's a good idea.
Can we do instrumentals only? Is that all right?
No. It seems Oberkorn is quite popular. Actually, that was in my winning set list when I won the first week.
The first group, that was the only time Oberkorn's been used, actually. And it won, so good for you.
I used Oberkorn.
Oh, you did use Oberkorn? Okay. Sorry, my bad, Stacey.
And I lost, so it's fine.
You didn't lose. You just didn't win. There's no losers. Come on, guys.
So does everybody know all about that set list thing, the fantasy set list?
I've only seen it once.
So basically, it's like fantasy sports. There's 7 players. We each go through the Depeche Mode catalog, choosing songs to make a imaginary live set list, but only one song can only be used by one player, so only one person gets Enjoy the Silence or Never Let Me Down Again. And then from those 21 songs that you pick, you have to craft the best live set list. We listen to them all, and then we vote, and then we come up with the winner. So it's going to be awesome.
I really enjoyed taking part in that. It was great fun. The set list. Yeah.
Jeff did it. Ellie did it before. Mama T did it. Poppy did it. Stacey's done it, of course. Tom's done it. So
yeah, maybe we should have broadcast some of them before, but for sure now is a pretty interesting one with all of the Tournament of Champions.
It's the champions
and me, by the way. Thanks, David, for not turning up for that.
I could have sworn when you played. When I heard fail in reverse, I think Dave might have said my name.
Could have.
Dave doesn't sing on that song.
Okay.
That's why.
See, now you know why I'm not in any Jeopardy games. Because I'm a dumbass.
I would say that was a fail.
That's a self fail.
But I could have sworn in reverse I heard my name.
Hey Mark, did you catch your reference in the commercial for the fantasy set list?
I saw my horrible picture in it, and that was
it said week 5 survivor.
Oh, so, yeah. The one who came last, and everybody else can't be bothered to do it or can't make it next Saturday. So thanks guys for that. Yeah, cheers, nice one. I'm going to win. Don't worry.
Hey, you might. You never know.
You weren't last. How many times I got to tell you?
But the thing is, I still don't understand it. So I've looked through all of the songs, and I still don't understand where I'm actually going to pick first. So I'm just going to go with the flow. It doesn't matter.
Just follow my lead.
Yeah, exactly. And do you know what? You're still a star, David, for being up at 4 o'clock in the morning doing this stuff. Stupid man.
Yes, thank you.
Question for Jenna. Finding questions for this Jeopardy thing. Do you just feel you could make like another round with like 3 more rounds and a champions round, or are you running out?
I need a little break. I know I had a little break, and thank you to everyone for being patient as I was dealing with some issues. But I think there were actually near the end when I was coming up with this one, I came up with a few categories that I was like, oh, and one of them was fun. It's funny because one of them I thought of total nerd category. I had mentioned to Rob probably last year, and then I just forgot about it and never did it. So that one will probably come back. We can do next line until the cows come home.
No.
But that's part of. I think the reason it's not just because it's fun to listen to people sing and all that. It's not just that. To me, I feel like that's such a big part of the music is the lyrics and knowing the lyrics. I know so many people who speak English as a second language and learned English through their lyrics. Yeah. So I figured that was one of the reasons why I would continue to put that in there because that is. I feel like that's important. I feel like it's more important than bong numbers, believe it or not. So, I don't know how I could, get away with like not repeating certain things, but maybe having to rephrase things. I may have like a few more in me. I'm not sure if I have 4 games. So that's a lot. But I'm also willing, if anybody would like to send questions my way, I'm happy to starting to stockpile them for next year.
No, what I have in mind already, and I've mentioned this to Jenna, but so we're gonna have like with what David did was this like round of redemption for his fantasy set list thing. So we're doing something similar with Jeopardy. So in our very first championship game, it was Poppy and Mike LaJoy who actually wanted to participate in this round. But then when I was testing things with David, I realized it's an unfair advantage for someone who has already played to actually, they're already used to the buzzer. And so I wanted to make it just a clean tournament for this tournament. But what we're doing is a round of redemption where Mike LaJoy, Poppy are going to face off with one former contestant we haven't yet to be determined. But anyone can throw their name in the hat, and we're going to try to, I think we might do like a voting thing. We were trying to do some promo with it, which Jeff Ford was doing a lot of promo for us. So he was, probably the leader of that at this point. But so we want to have this round of redemption. Whoever comes out of that a winner will face the 2 Davids in another championship game. So basically 2 more games.
So you need to find a contestant named David so that we can get
I was just going to say, if your name is David, you are not allowed on the redemption game.
Maybe we need a Martin or a Fletch.
Okay. Or an Andrew or an Alan.
There's
Martin Berry right there in the group in the chat.
That is ironic that Dave is the lead singer of Depeche Mode, and we have 2 Davids that are the champions of the tournament. But
yes,
it's like the 2-headed monster.
I don't know if I'm signing up to the contract here, but I'll need to take legal advice on whether or not I'm actually obliged to come back to this. But I suppose I am, as long as there's no singing. That's the main thing.
We get a lot of prizes.
Oh, wait, we better do it before his book comes out, because then he might, not want to come back to do this anymore. But
believe me, I'll still need to promote.
McElroy, just for you, I'm going to have next line in every round.
Rounds, good. That's fine. Next line backwards, so I can.
Oh, that'll be even better.
Now, should we make them sing it in the way that Depeche Mode does, where it's like an American accent, except every now and then there's one word that they throw in with a British accent?
Constant debauchery. Yeah,
or again, like that thing I posted.
Again and again.
Yeah.
Do it like Jesus and Mary chain. So
or Bean
accent, and I'll be fine with that.
Cleanest I've been.
Yeah, cleanest I've been.
Or like the rhyming you posted in the on the global page. That film.
Yeah, exactly. That cracked me up when I was watching that. It was just it had nothing to do with Depeche Mode, unless one of the writers was secretly Depeche Mode fan, but it was hilarious.
What was it? I missed that. I'm sorry.
So there's this show on Apple TV Plus, like a murder mystery kind of thing, and the detective is talking about, because the guy who gets killed is like a famous musician. And someone had pieced together a note that they thought was like written by the killer, but it was actually song lyrics written by the guy who was killed. And so the detective's like, this is thrown away because it was garbage. Look at this. Who rhymes pain with again? Like, so I just started busting up when I saw that, and I had to share it in the group.
That is good. How did you guys find this game compared to when you've played before? Or even anybody who was watching, was it harder than it was in the past?
Yes.
Yeah, it was harder. Yeah. I think it was nerves made it harder, but I was pleased there were no, how many tattoos does Dave have on his left arm type question, because I neither know nor care, but so that was good, but it was really quite tricky. And the going backwards round was basically virtually impossible. So it was good though. Good fun.
I really thought the sun and the rainfall was the easiest one. That surprised me that you guys thought it was so difficult.
Yeah, that was tricky. It was good though.
I thought I was well in the lead after the first round. So
you were kicking butt.
I thought just like I wanted to answer the questions I really knew, But then I had some difficulties with my buzzer, and I changed over to another device. But okay, that doesn't matter. I was
buzzer's hard.
no, I didn't know the questions anyway. So
Well, I know that Mads had an issue at the very end of the first round with the buzzer, kicked him out, right?
Yeah, although I had the do not disturb, something came in. I think it was like just a iPhone notice, and that kind of threw me out of the buzzer thing. But I mean, it was in between questions, so it didn't really matter.
It was the very last question, though, right?
Yeah,
it was.
Okay, so that's good. But yeah, that's a challenging thing. Yeah, so for those of you who haven't played or don't know, that people are usually using two devices, one for Zoom and then another for the buzzer to buzz in. So, and thankfully it seems to work quite well as far as, this was a truly global competition. We've got Joeri in Antwerp, Belgium, and David's in Glasgow, Scotland, and then Mads is over here in California. So,
it was pretty obvious that the software that drives the buzzer is located in Glasgow because,
as I said, he has a special cable.
He has a special cable, yeah. I could hear every time Joeri got it, I could hear his going like this.
Yeah, me too. Jenna,
did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've had some messages from friends who are having a go at me for not getting the question right about Glasgow Celtic, who, of course, whose fans sing Just Can't Get Enough, because Joeri beat me to that one, and basically all my friends in Glasgow who support Celtic have been having a go at me. I was the second on the buzzer, though, but just purely from a football, soccer, pedantry point of view, as Mads will agree, it was Liverpool Football Club who sang it first rather than Glasgow Celtic. But I just point it out for my Celtic friends, not for the quiz.
That makes my day. That makes my day because I was a bit down. I lost, and now I don't feel down anymore. I beat you somewhere in your own town. And I was like, up yours. I beat you.
You won the Glasgow round, so I've let Glasgow down. I apologise to everybody in Scotland for my failure.
I just gotta ask this: like, if there was like a question written about me, what would it be about, and what would it say? Because that's something I've always wondered. Like, if we had like a category called contestant, called drink and chat group members, or some shit like that. If there was a question written about me, what would it say?
I've got the answer. I've got it. No, I won't say it. I'm joking, Larry. Carry on. I won't say it. I won't upset you.
Jenna, what would the question? What would the question be if it was?
Who's the youngest chat member? There you go.
Who could not join in? You can only chat and not drink.
There you go. I was thinking, trying to use a lyric from Depeche Mode, but he doesn't flirt with any dirt, but he definitely is a flirt. So, although I may flirt with all kinds of, but again, he doesn't flirt with dirt because everyone he flirts with is obviously many beautiful ladies here in the group, but
only the finest.
Doesn't that rhyme with pain?
Again.
So this is something I wanted to point out because I just broke out my Kool-Aid box. So this is something I wanted to tell you about on the back because this right here, it's basically like you would take water and then you would squirt Kool-Aid in it, which is what this is. I would take I used to take like one of those big ass Gatorade bottles, and I would fill up with water and then drop this in. It was awesome.
I really should have hit up Kool-Aid to sponsor this tournament.
Nope, I should have been the spokesman, and I'm the spokesman.
I didn't even realize they still made Kool-Aid. I mean, it's like 100% sugar. I didn't know people ate that anymore. I remember I loved it as a kid. I don't know if everybody else would like stick their finger in and just lick the powdered sugar and all that. I mean, I would walk around with my fingers all day long because I would just always be sticking it in the Kool-Aid.
And how did the powder taste?
It's like super, super sugary sweet. It was awesome.
It's even better up through the nose.
I'll take your word for it. There was one-
I prefer those things that you have with they have a little stick that you put in the candy and you.
Oh, dipping sticks.
Yeah, those.
the dipping sticks. I was thinking the pixie sticks, which are just like
pixie
powdered
sticks.
sugar in the straw tube.
I feel like the Kool-Aid is super concentrated, kind of. It's a little powerful if you tried to taste it by itself, but I think I have tasted it by itself, but definitely a little too. And I have a big sweet tooth. I feel like it was a little powerful for me, but.
Can you hear me? Okay.
What are
Yeah, we hear you, Mamba T. Hey, Simon, how's it going? Did you catch the whole tournament or the whole show?
Good evening, Dr. Roberts. Yes,
Dr. Robert.
It's I think it's the first Jeopardy thing I've actually seen. So
Oh, really? Really cool.
interesting stuff. I'm a late joiner.
Well, the good thing is we have all of them available on our YouTube channel, so you could go back and watch. Because there's some pretty good episodes, especially last championship that we did in 2020. Like that's a classic right there. Highly recommend that one.
Yeah, I need to go, by the way.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Mike was a participant in that last one. So.
Well, I'm glad you said that, Mike.
I have a question for you guys.
I'm glad you said it, Mike.
I have a question if you guys would like, I'm thinking we've already mentioned that we might do Family Feud. Would you prefer Family Feud or Wheel of Fortune?
Wow.
Depeche Mode.
Wow.
I don't know Family Feud, but Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
I know that.
I'll do Wheel of Fortune.
I honestly think that Family Feud sounds more interesting just because there's a lot more camaraderie going on with it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the only problem with that, I've been thinking about it technically, they can all huddle and talk to each other. How will they do that on Zoom?
Or what if we're able to get groups of people to like my backyard or something or somewhere or a venue somewhere to host it and then do it on Zoom like that way? That would be kind of cool. But I mean,
Mike
of
and I
course,
could get
it
a
wouldn't be
Northwest
it wouldn't
group
be as
together.
conducive to the global experience we have. But of course, everyone would be welcome to fly into Southern California from any part of the world. But
Wait, dude.
Okay, so someone's asking about Family Feud. Let me just explain what it is for those of you who may not know what it is. So basically, on the game show, there's two families, obviously, and there's 5 people on each side, and they give a question, and it'll be like, and they always say top 100 people surveyed, top X number of answers on the board.
I know.
Here's the
Yeah.
question. And so it'll be like, this is the favorite song performed in concert. People are going to vote for Never Let Me Down, Personal G. They're going to have all these favorites. And so we'll probably have, we'll have to narrow it down to a few of them. And so you have to kind of guess what everybody else is thinking when they hear that question.
the biggest challenge though is that we have to pool 100 people all these questions. So
that's not going to be hard. We just have to do a poll. I already have like 2 or 3 questions. So
well, the challenging part would be to poll these people and also not have them be participants in the tournament.
I think it's okay. We can turn off. You can turn off polls. They can't see the answers.
Okay. But then people would already kind of think about those questions and those answers in advance too, though.
That's true.
You just have to do so many. You
We'll
just
figure
do
it
so many that you can't kind of keep track of that. The question about how you can kind of, the family kind of gets together to debate. If you did it locally, so you said you had a LA team, you had a Northwest team, a Belgium team, a Danish team, you would actually meet live the people that are in each of those groups. So you would have LA people would be at your place, Rob, and Northwest would be at Stacy or Mike's, and then those two would share a camera, right? And then they would have the groups live together, and then they
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Thumb's reaction is priceless.
Hey, Mads. By the way, how far are you from Napa Valley?
An hour.
We're hosting our anniversary of Drink and Chat, the 2-year in Napa Valley, a remote broadcast. If you're interested in joining, it's on April 2nd. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that.
Cool.
Somebody, or we could have a DM Bachelor game.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we need a DM Bachelor. Larry, why don't you just buy? What was the name of that we were talking about, Jeff, before? Depeche Mode Only.com or something?
Yeah, Depeche Mode Only. Yeah.
Why don't you just buy that URL, Larry, and you can start a website with Depeche Mode dating.
You could also do the poll during drinking chat at like midnight Pacific, and nobody would remember the answers anyway.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have 100 people on at midnight Pacific.
Yeah. But if I join at midnight, it's early morning here. I'm fresh. I had some sleep then.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Alan,
David too.
Alice said that she was going to be here, so I'm waiting. I'm kind of waiting.
All right. So moving on. You were talking about David being names and you needed more names. So my middle name is
Alan.
David.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage.
Your middle name is Al or Alan?
Alan.
Okay. Well, hey, that means you have to win that competition. Then maybe Alan will be back to Depeche Mode Global Championship.
I think Davis is close enough to David. So my maiden name is Davis. So there we go.
My middle name is Martin. Believe it or not, I can prove it.
So, Mike, yours is Alan, did you say? Is that A-L-A-N or A-L-L-E? A-L-A-N. Snap.
Yep.
Yeah, me and you both, buddy.
Yep.
There can only be one.
Exactly.
I have to choose.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Tom said that John Fryer still calls him Dave. This is funny because so actually John's working on I think it's going to be released imminently, but like a song for Ukraine where the money is going to go to charity and they want different guest artists to participate or whatever. And the funny thing was he messaged me asking me to get a message to Dave Gahan. And at first I thought he was talking about you, but then I'm like, no, he's freaking friends with him on Facebook. So like he could just message him himself. So I was like, wait, he's asking me to get in touch with the real Dave, I guess. So, I have ways I could potentially send kind of messages. I don't know that it'll get there, but I was going to help if I could, but he ended up talking to Kessler, I guess. So, but it was funny because I totally thought he was talking about you, Tom.
I'm surprised John didn't call me Fletcher.
So I'm going to be in LA in April. I don't know how many people are going to be around, but I'd love to try to get something together where we could all meet up in person. Everyone's doing that yet. I think we can do it outside or something like that. I'd love to meet people in person. I've never even met Rob in person. I can't believe that.
I know we were about to your last trip down, but didn't end up working out. But
yeah, you were like way far away. Like I thought about it. I'm down near LAX, and where you were would have taken me like an hour or something to get over there. And I had just been running around. I was only there a week. This time I'm there a month, so I have a lot more time. But my friend lent me her car, and she already said to me, "Please don't put too many miles on it." So I'm like, I have to be really conscious of the fact that my friend is giving me her car for an entire month, which is very sweet.
Yeah, we could either host something barbecue out poolside in my back, or we can meet up somewhere in LA. So either way, I'm cool with.
You guys, you can come up to my house. I have a pool area too. I have a condo, but we could do that. I'm right near the beach. Or maybe we could go to one of those like that. Where's that? Isn't there like an 80s night thing, like an El Segundo or something like that?
Well, there's 80s New Wave Bar that is in Bellflower. Jay Tando hosts 80s karaoke there, one of our group members.
That was, I haven't been to a place like that yet.
That place is cool. And they have the best Depeche Mode catalog of any karaoke bar you'll ever see. Like Ellie's been, right? Ellie, it's good, right?
It's fun.
Oh, Jeff's been too. Yeah, both you guys have been.
It has the best ladies' room ever. Duran and Depeche Mode everywhere.
Thanks for the tip.
That was my favorite part of the place.
I guess the males will just have to take your word for that. Or risk arrest.
Well, I guess they do allow you like to go in either one, don't they? I don't know if that's legally true or not that I would go in the ladies' room anyway, but
You wear one of Martin's skirts to go in the ladies' room.
Wait, what is the
actually the men's room? There's nothing exciting about it whatsoever. It's pretty boring. So
Wait, so what does the men's room look like in that place? Like if we got Dave Gahn and Duran in the ladies' room, what the hell does the men's room even look like?
I don't even think there's any pictures in the men's room.
Or something in there.
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything in the men's room.
Yeah,
they should have Susie and the Banshees if they did.
Oh, they did. Oh, I took pictures with all the pictures.
So then what's the point of going in the men's room?
Well, going to the restroom.
Men don't tend to look around when they go in the restroom.
Exactly.
And get the hell out.
Exactly.
And we hope you're aiming.
Unless your name's George Michael.
So for those of that are still on YouTube, there's still some out there actually. I'm gonna kill the YouTube stream just so I don't have to worry about it anymore. If you want, you're welcome to join us on Zoom. The Zoom information is in the chat there. So thank you all for watching on YouTube, and check us out next Saturday for the live set fantasy draft of Tournament of Champions at 12 Pacific. And just like this week, make sure to check your timing because we had the time change in California last week. So thank you for joining us on the YouTube. Again, come join us on Zoom if you want to watch, and take care out there. We'll be hanging out on Zoom. Come party with us.
What is that, Joeri?